Hey friends, welcome. May 29th, 2025. What if Jesus walked into your city today? Not as an idea, but as a man. What if he quietly stepped into the noise and neglect of our modern world, not to perform for crowds, but to restore the overlooked, to sit with the wounded, to love those who think they've gone too far? That's the journey we're on, one day at a time, one city at a time, a new city every day. And our Jesus, not in robes, but sneakers, jeans, and a worn hoodie. Today is Thursday, May 29th, and our Jesus is walking through Buffalo, New York, a city carved by winters and rebuilt by hope, a place where people carry both grit and grace in their bones. Let's follow him through the streets, the silence, and the sacred moments no one sees, but that change everything. Join me. Let's walk with Jesus. It's 5:11 a.m. now, before the sun rises. Jesus stands on the Peace Bridge, the wind tugging at his coat. Behind him, the lights of Buffalo flicker. In front of him, the river carries stories between borders. He closes his eyes and breathes deeply. Father, today, let every invisible wall fall, in families, in neighborhoods, in hearts. Let Buffalo feel your peace, deep, not performative, real, not rehearsed. Amen. A Border Patrol officer walks by and nods. Hey man, you lost? Jesus turns, smiles softly. No, I'm exactly where I need to be. It's 7:22 a.m. now at Front Park. Jesus notices a man slumped beneath a tree. His name is Kenny. His clothes are layered but threadbare, and his eyes look vacant, like he stopped expecting kindness a long time ago. Jesus walks over and sits beside him without a word. Kenny eyes him warily. You preaching or just passing time? I'm listening, Jesus replies, unless you'd rather I sit in silence. Kenny chuckles. Suit yourself. Jesus pulls a sandwich from his coat and hands it over to Kenny. After a long pause, Kenny takes it. Nobody's sat with me in 3 days, he mutters. 3 days is too long, Jesus answers. You're worth more than silence. Kenny doesn't cry. He doesn't thank Jesus, but he eats. And for now, that's everything. It's 10:37 a.m. on Jefferson Avenue. Jesus walks slowly toward the Tops supermarket, a place still marked by the massacre in 2022. Flowers have wilted, but grief has not. He kneels beside a mural of the victims, brushing away dirt from one name. His fingertips linger as if he's touching someone's story not just paint. An elderly woman, Miss Clarissa, watches him. She approaches with cautious reverence. "They were our family," she says, voice shaking, and the world moved on like nothing happened. Jesus rises to meet her eyes. "But heaven did not move on," he says. "Heaven still holds their names." Clarissa begins to cry, not because she's sad, but because for the first time in a long time, someone is crying with her. "I don't want justice," she whispers. "I just want to breathe again." Jesus gently holds her hand. "Then breathe. I'll stand with you while you do." It's 12:48 p.m. now inside the Buffalo City Mission. The clatter of lunch prep fills the air. Jesus slips on an apron and joins the line. No announcements, no introductions, just motion. Serving, cleaning, carrying trays. A volunteer named Elliot, watching him, says, "You don't look like a preacher." Jesus laughs. "That's the nicest thing I've heard all day." In the dining hall, Jesus sits with a man named Gus, a Vietnam veteran who hasn't spoken a full sentence in days. Jesus says nothing at first, just sits quietly beside him. Finally, Gus mumbles, "My whole unit's gone. I don't know why I'm still here." Jesus turns to him, steady and sure. "Because you're not done yet. There's someone still waiting to hear your story." Gus wipes his eyes with his sleeve and nods once, like maybe, just maybe, that could be true. It's 3:15 p.m. now at the West Side Bazaar. Jesus is surrounded by color, language, spice, and sound. It's a heartbeat of Buffalo's immigrant soul. He approaches a booth selling handmade soaps. The young woman behind it, Miriam, is from Sudan. Her English is soft but proud. "Want to try something?" she asks. "I came for the lavender," he smiles, "but I stayed for the joy in your eyes." She looks startled, then honored. At the next stall, a Burmese man named Ong Ko spills a tray of samosas. Jesus crouches and helps gather them. "You remind me of someone," Ong says slowly. "Back home, he prayed with us before we fled." Jesus looks up. "Maybe I still do." Before he leaves, Jesus blesses each vendor by name. None of them know exactly who he is, but they feel lighter, seen, and strangely at peace. It's 6:47 p.m. now. Rain falls gently as people gather at Canalside. Word spread quickly. He's here, the man who heals with words. Families bring folding chairs. Teens come with skepticism. Grandmothers arrive with open hearts. A local singer, Marley, strums her guitar as rain rolls down her frets. Jesus walks into the center of the crowd. No microphone, just a voice carried by wind. Some of you came here hoping to be fixed, but I didn't come to fix you. I came to love you, right in the middle of your mess. A woman in the front collapses to her knees, sobbing. Her fiancé died last year from an overdose. She's been numb ever since. Jesus kneels beside her, gently resting his hand on her back. You're allowed to feel again, he whispers. He sees you. I do, too. Nearby, a man throws a switchblade into the river. Another deletes a hateful text he had just drafted. Thunder rumbles, but no one leaves. It's 10:59 p.m. now. From the top of the Buffalo City Hall, Jesus watches the city shimmer in the night. Steam rises from rooftops. Sirens hum in the distance. Life goes on, but something has shifted. He stretches out his hands. Father, let every cry reach you tonight. Let every soul feel your nearness. Let Buffalo dream again. Let it heal. Let it rise. Far below, a pastor rewrites his Sunday sermon with fresh fire. A runaway girl calls home and says, "Can I come back?" An exhausted single mother breathes, really breathes, for the first time all week. And just before he leaves the rooftop, Jesus whispers one last word to the wind. Still mine. Amen. So, if Jesus walked your city, would you recognize him? You know, he doesn't come with cameras or crowns. In our stories, he comes with compassion, in a hand reaching out, in words that cut through shame, in love that doesn't let go. And today, he walked the streets of Buffalo, and he left the scent of heaven behind. Tomorrow is May 30th, 2025. He'll be walking through a new city, and there more stories will unfold. I hope you join us, because you never know when he might be walking your way next. Now, before you leave, I'd like to offer a prayer for everything and anything you're holding in your heart today that's important to you. You ready? I'll lead. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. So, don't forget, as always, I want to remind you, hug your family, because they love you. and I'll be back tomorrow. I promise. I can't wait for the opportunity to see you again and tell you another beautiful story as Jesus walks in new cities every day. And you never know when he'll be coming to yours. I look forward to seeing you, friends. God bless you.